Hey guys, kamusta po kayo? This is Birds O Cassie. Welcome to The Plan, the newest podcast that will help you master your finances without losing your soul. This is your weekly source of Catholic inspiration on building, growing, and protecting your wealth. Napakarami po mga tao, mga kaibigan, ang mayroong quote-unquote unhealthy relationship when it comes to money. May mga nagsasabi po that money is the root of all evil, na kapag tayo daw po ay yumaman o nagpapayaman, tayo ay magiging masama, malungkot at malayo sa Diyos. Meron din naman po mga tao na nasa kabilang extreme na ang tanging pinagtatrabahuhan nila sa kanilang buhay ay pera. Na kapag wala pong pera, walang kasiyahan. Sabi nga nila, no money, no honey. No money, not happy. So ano po ba ang tamang approach natin bilang mga Katolikong Kristiyano patungkol sa pagpapayaman, pagnenegosyo, budgeting, pera? What is the real deal between faith and finances? Are they supposed to be opposing one another, or is there a way for us to balance this and live it the biblical way? Ano ba ang tinuturo ng Panginoong Hesus sa Biblia at sa kanyang simbahan patungkol sa pera? Yan po ang ating mga pag-uusapan dito sa ating podcast. At nagagalak po ako na i-welcome kayo sa ating first episode. Buena mano po kayo. Ang topic natin ngayon is how to master money without losing your soul. Pero bago ang lahat, no, some of you may be familiar with me. You have heard me for more than 3 years already in the Unboxing Catholicism podcast, where we do Bible studies, apologetics, to help people defend the faith clearly without being preachy. Some of you also know that I am the content lead or yung namumuno po sa Hallow Catholic Prayer and Meditation app sa Pilipinas ngayon. Pero bakit po tayo mayroong panibagong podcast when it comes to this concept of faith and finance? Alam nyo, napakalalim po ng hugot ko rito. Base po ito sa kwento ko bilang isang anak, bilang isang tao sa aming pamilya. And I want to share this very vulnerable part of our lives to you. And wag po kayong iiyak, no? Wag po tayong maganda. Pero this is something that I've been sharing to some of my friends. And this is the reason why I am so passionate about financial education and financial formation in the context of our faith, no? So, ako po ay pinanganak sa isang pamilya. Lahat po tayo pinanganak sa pamilya. Biro lang po, no? So, I was born and raised by a single mom. So, shout out po, palakpakan natin yung mga single moms na marami pong naging sakripisyo at pinagdaanan sa buhay pero lumalaban pa rin, no? And when I grew up, as I said, no, I was raised by a single mom without a single cent support from my dad. Until now, no, hindi po namin nakikita ang tatay ko, no, hiwalay po ang parents ko. And it has been a very difficult time for us. And at one point, umabot po kami sa sitwasyon na hindi kami makabayad ng utilities because my mom didn't have a full-time job. We were buried in debt at we were forced to go house to house para po, quote-unquote, mamalimos ng tubig. No, may dala kami noon na bote ng Coke, bote ng Sprite, no, yung mga soft drinks po at kami ay nanghihingi ng tubig. The worst, mga kaibigan, is yung marinig mo yung mga taong sinasabi sa inyo na, bakit ba kayo nanghihingi ng tubig? Bakit wala kayong pera pambayad ng inyong tubig at kuryente? So I had to study by the candlelight, and I remember, no, pag matutulog na po kami, yung nanay ko nagpapaypay. No, na pinapaypayan ako habang nagro-rosaryo siya. That time, no, we were not yet Protestants. I was in grade school. And sobrang tumatak po sa akin yung memory na yan. Nakaka-relate ka ba dyan, mga kaplano? I-comment mo naman dyan yung sarili mong hugot story pagdating sa nakaraan, no? Kung ito ba ay naranasan nyo rin, yung hindi ka makabayad ng mga bills. At alam nyo yung dyaryo. No, kumukuha kami ng dyaryo noon, bumibili kami, marami kami, makakapal pa po ang dyaryo noon. Hindi ko alam ngayon kung may mga dyaryo pa. At kung ngayon, ang dyaryo ay pambasa ng balita, noong pong panahong iyon, ginagamit namin ang dyaryo, no, pamunas, tissue paper. Dahil nga po, wala kaming tubig, no, wala kaming pambili ng kung ano man, wala kaming pambili ng tissue noon. Yung dyaryo po ang ginagamit at aalala ko yung lola ko, no, grand aunt, she was forced to also do the same thing. I will let your imaginations run wild to imagine how we used the newspaper as tissue paper, but that was the life that we had to live in grade school. Of course, thanks be to God, lagi pong may grasya ang Panginoon pag tayo ay dumadaan sa mga paghihirap, no? We were able to go through that situation and get out of it and bounce back. So eventually, nung high school na po ako, no, I started becoming a student leader. And tumaas po, lumalim yung aking sense of responsibility. Siyempre, nung grade school ka, parang life is just happening without you knowing how to control or contribute or deal with it. But when I was in high school, I started maturing more. And meron po ako nakilalang isang napakahusay na guro na nag-mentor sa akin pagdating sa mga bagay na hindi ko alam. I told you, no, I grew up without a father. Normally, yung ibang pamilya, yung mga magulang nila yung nagtuturo sa kanilang anak patungkol sa pera at negosyo. But during that time, ang payo sa akin ng nanay ko, mag-aral ka mabuti para pag ikaw ay gumraduate, makahanap ka ng magandang trabaho. Tama naman po yan, no? But I didn't know that there is another world that I can choose. And it's because of my friendship with this teacher who eventually became my mentor that my eyes were open. So, alam niyo po ba yung aklat na Rich Dad Poor Dad to? Dito sa Rich Dad Poor Dad may dalawang mentor. Yung isang yung sumulat po na aklat si Robert Kiyosaki. Pag-uusapan po natin yung mga libro na pwede niyo basahin sa mga susunod na episodes. But going back, no? So, this guy played the role of the rich dad not because he is rich, but because he had a lot of wisdom when it comes to personal finance. Sa kanya ko po natutunan na pwede pala tayong mag-invest sa tinatawag na stock market. Na kailangan ko palang mag-save para sa tinatawag na emergency fund. Bago po lahat sa akin yan. Bago po sa pandinig ko itong mga bagay na yan. And he got me really, really curious about the world of personal finance that I started reading. Mahilig na po ako magbasa. Alam niyo, yung first book po na binasa ko mga kaplano is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Binasa ko po yung libro na yan ni Dale Carnegie nung ako'y nasa grade 5 dahil nakita ko nakakalat lang sa bahay. Apparently, yung nanay ko mahilig po siya magbasa nung kabataan niya. Lumabo na lang ang mata hanggat hindi na niya nakahiligan. So, nung high school ako, I started reading another type of book. Dati self-help lang. Ngayon po, I started reading financial literature. So I started reading this book by Brother Bo Sanchez which I found online, no? Libre daw po eh. Merong free download noon. Why My Maid Invested in the Stock Market and Why You Should Too. So I invite you, no? Bigyan po ninyo ng chance yung mga libro na ito. I-google nyo po yan. So I started reading it. And yung sinasabi, yung mga natutunan ko po sa aking mentor, mas lumalim at mas na-excite ako that I wanted to know more. So I continue reading more books during the time when I was in high school and I dreamt, no, sabi po sa akin ng mentor ko, Burns, this was already around third year high school. Bernard pa po ang nickname ko noon. Sabi niya, Bernard, you have to have a personal vision. Ano ba ang kurso na gusto mong i-take sa college? Ano ba ang gusto mong gawin? How do you want to contribute? No? Around this time, mga kaibigan, dito na rin po ako naging convert. No? So from the Catholic faith, I became a Protestant. And in the Protestant setting, I thought God was calling me to become a pastor. And I get more passionate about faith. But now, I said also, parang gusto ko ding magtumulong sa mga tao when it comes to finance. No? So, my mentor said I have to have a personal vision. And Brother Bo said in his book, we have to be very specific in our vision. So naalala ko po noon, fourth year high school, nagsulat po ako ng vision statement sa isang libro, sa isang notebook. Mahilig po tayo sa journaling eh. And in that notebook, I said, by age 35, I want to be able to help people in faith, family, and finance. Yung tatlong F na yan. Because somehow, when I converted to born-again Christianity, my sense of mission deepened. And I knew that I had to help people in understanding that God is real, that God is King, not just of our souls, not just of our lives, but even of our finances. No? Kaya po itong first episode natin dito sa podcast, very timely dahil ngayon po ay kapistahan ni Kristong Hari. So I had that dream, mga kaplano, na gusto ko po makatulong sa mga tao to learn more about faith and finance because finally I understood that money is not evil. What is evil is the misuse of money. Money is a means for us to bless the world. Natutunan ko po yan sa ating mga librong nabasa, sa mentoring. And you know, when I started working, that's when I started investing in the stock market, learning more about personal finance. And another friend coached me and guided me into being trained being licensed as a financial consultant. So in 2019, I am already a Catholic at this time, no? In 2019, mga kaplano, I started partnering with Prudential Life of UK, one of the most reputable financial institutions in the world, more than 200 years old na po yan, and Eastspring Investment, and I started distributing their programs on financial solutions, insurance, investments, savings, etc. And doon po lumalim yung aking pagkaunawa sa ating ginagawa. And eventually, I found my niche. No? I started specializing in insurance and estate planning. Yan, yung estate planning, pag-uusapan din po natin yan in future episodes. So, to cut the long story short, for 4 years, more than 4 years already, I've been helping many families, many businesses, schools, and even parishes in understanding the Catholic way of building, growing, and protecting wealth. And I want to also help you na nakikinig ng podcast ngayon. Kung ano man yung pinoproblema, kung ano man yung tanong sa pera, susubukan nating sagutin yan. At hindi lang galing sa akin ang sagot, galing sa mga financial experts at lalong-lalo na mas importante, galing sa turo ng ating pananampalataya. So through all these experiences, I learned na meron palang 4 na bagay, no? 4 steps na dapat natin gawin para tayo ay lumalim sa ating pagkaunawa sa turo ng pananampalataya tungkol sa pera at ating pamumuhay, finance, and lifestyle. So pag-usapan natin, no, what are these 4 steps? And I call this, mga kaibigan, the plan, pillars of financial stewardship. So, letter P, prioritize what truly matters, no? Meron po ba tayong pangarap sa buhay? Ano po ba yung mga pangarap na yan? Nailista na po ba natin? Do we have a vision board? No, tuturuan ko po kayo paano gumawa ng vision statement at vision board sa mga susunod nating episode. Pero ito po yung overview ng ating framework, ng ating plano, no? First is prioritize what truly matters. Gaano ka-importante sa atin ang ating pamilya? Gaano ka-importante yung ating pananampalataya pag tayo ay nagdedesisyon tungkol sa pera? Pinagdarasal ba natin yung ating uutangan or yung ating pagpapautang, no? Pinagdarasal ba natin yung ating income? How do we view money? Do we have a healthy perception of money and wealth? Or katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, umiiwas din ba tayo sa pagpapayaman dahil takot tayo na pag tayo ay yumaman, tayo ay mapapalayo sa pananampalataya. No? So, what is important for us? Ano ang pangarap natin? Mahalaga pong malinaw ito sa atin at mahalagang ipagdasal natin. Prioritize what truly matters. L, learn to build, grow, and protect your wealth. Paulit-ulit niyo pong maririnig sa akin tong combo na to, no? Build, grow, and protect wealth. Ano hong pagkaintindi natin sa assets and liabilities? Cash flow, income statement, income stream, insurance, investment. Alam po ba natin kung bakit ito mahalaga sa atin? Ano ba ang itinuturo ng pananampalataya patungkol sa mga bagay na ito? Pag-uusapan din po natin yan dito sa The Plan Podcast. A, apply stewardship in daily life, no? Kung kayo po ay may notebook, isulat niyo na po yung stewardship. Kung kayo ay nanonood online, i-click niyo, i-comment niyo yung salitang stewardship. Ano ba ang pagkaunawa natin sa konsepto ng pangangalaga or stewardship? Ano itinuturo sa atin ng pananampalataya tungkol diyan? Pag tayo ba ay nag-grocery, tayo ba'y bumibili ng mga produkto na eco-friendly at budget-friendly? Pag tayo po ba ay nagvo-volunteer, no? Or tayo ba ay nagvo-volunteer? Do we give our time, talents, and treasures for meaningful causes and advocacies? No? Napakarami po nating pwede pag-usapan sa konsepto ng stewardship. At N, nurture your whole person. No, kung gusto natin magpayaman, wala pong masama dyan. But we have to sanctify that dream of becoming wealthy so that we can serve more and bless more people. So ano itong nurturing your whole person? It is just the recognition that man is built, God created us to have mind, heart, body, and soul. So, balanse po ba ang ating pagpapayaman sa ating katalinuhan, sa ating pakikitungo sa kapwa, sa ating pagdarasal o pananampalataya, at pati na rin sa ating pisikal na kalusugan. Dahil wala pong kwenta ang pera kung ang ating naman pong kalusugan ay wala ring kwenta, no? Kung hindi tayo healthy. Sabi nga po nila, health is wealth. So pag-uusapan po natin yung mga kwento ng work-life integration, work-life balance, lifestyle, at iba pang mga bagay na nasa gitna niyan, anything in between. So mga kaibigan, excited po ako na makilakbay at tulungan kayo at matuto rin sa inyo dito po sa The Plan, ang atin pong advocacy on helping people master their money without losing your soul. At may regalo ko. Dahil first time po natin nag-ere, this is our first episode, I have a gift for you. I want to give you the free 4-step checklist on mastering your money without losing your soul. Mada-download nyo po yan sa bit.ly/the plan list. So makikita nyo po yan sa show notes dito sa Spotify. Makikita nyo rin po yan sa link sa ating Facebook page kung saan nyo mapapanood ang video ng ating episode ngayon. So marami pong salamat mga kaibigan, mga kaplano. Patuloy nyo pong subaybayan ng ating programa para sama-sama tayong yumaman para sa Panginoon, yumaman para makapaglingkod kay Kristo at sa kanyang simbahan. We are here to master money without losing our souls, to learn how to grow, how to build, how to grow, and protect our wealth the Catholic way. So, muli, maraming po salamat. This is Burns Ocasio. Hope to see you in the next episode. God bless and good day.